Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel Mercer. I'm a local realtor here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and in today's video we are diving into where to live in Charlotte, North Carolina and neighborhood breakdowns for 2025. So if you're thinking of moving to the Queen City and you want to know which neighborhood is the best for you and your family, you are in the right place. So let's get started. You'll learn the reasons why people are moving to these neighborhoods right now. If you're moving to Charlotte, building new, or looking for a second home, call or text me at 980-263-9632. I help people just like you buy, sell, and relocate to Charlotte every day. Before we dive into specific neighborhoods, let's look at how Charlotte is laid out, because it's not like most cities. What most people don't know about Charlotte is that it isn't just one big city, but it's actually a patchwork of unique suburbs, each with its own attributes, pace, price point, and amenities that can suit everyone differently. So imagine Uptown as the central focus, Uptown being downtown. Then imagine highways like I-77, I-45, I-85 is stretching all out in all different directions, and each one leads to a totally different experience of the city. Now let's break down the vibe in each direction from Uptown. Now we're going to start with North Charlotte. So North Charlotte has this very creative feel. You've got industrial roots mixed with the growing arts and food scene, especially in NODA, North Davidson. It's home to UNC Charlotte, so there's a steady flow of students there and tons of rental opportunity, plus lots of affordable commercial space, which makes it very popular for up-and-coming businesses. There's breweries, lots of murals, music festivals. If you like a little edge and a little bit of personality, North Charlotte brings it, for real. So now let's go into South Charlotte. So South Charlotte is very polished. It's tree-lined streets, it's master plan communities, country clubs, access to some of the city's top employers. And I just did a video about South Charlotte, mainly a neighborhood called Ballantyne. It's home to a lot of regional headquarters, healthcare hubs, and professional services. But what I love most is that it still gives you parks, great restaurants, greenery, and pockets of older charm. So it's the I want space, but I also want to be near Target. I don't want to be able to go to a great brunch spot nearby area. So let's go into East Charlotte. So East Charlotte is where we're seeing a ton of transformation. It's one of the more affordable sides of the city and full of character. It has a rich history that includes spots like the Hezekiah Alexander House. There's a growing buzz here with new businesses popping up, revitalization projects. This is one of those areas to watch, especially if you're looking for future investment potential. Now let's go into West Charlotte. So West Charlotte is on the rise fast between infrastructure upgrades, huge developments like the River District. This side of town is shaping up to be one of the biggest growth zones. Now there's a lot of land out there. Access to the airport and that mix of city meets nature that's really appealing to people who want space but don't want to feel too far from uptown. So the real question is, what kind of lifestyle are you really looking for? South Charlotte, comfort meets convenience. So let's start with South Charlotte. This is one of Charlotte's desirable areas of town. It's south of Charlotte. It could take about 30 to 45 minutes depending on how far down you are in traffic to get into uptown. Key neighborhoods here are Ballantyne, Waverly, Blakeney, just to name a few. People choose this area because a lot of the communities are really mature, but very well planned with tons of thought out green spaces with very mature trees. It feels more estate-like, more lived in, like it's been around for a while. But then there's tons of shopping, dining, and tons of entertainment. Tons of community events. You've got quick access to I-45 in Uptown. It takes about 30 minutes to get into Uptown. There's also a lot of parks and business industrial parks for people to work there in Ballantyne as well. Tons of greenways. The downside though is that it's a bit further away from Uptown and the traffic can be a little rough getting on I-77 at the high peak times of the day, and the affordability is pretty low. So most often you can expect to pay anywhere from mid to high 500s up to $2 million in these general areas. But this is a place where people settle long-term, however. So if you're looking for stability, long-term value in your home, South Charlotte really delivers. They also have a very strong school system there. So let's get into Steele Creek a little bit. If you're looking for newer homes, a bit of a shorter commute to Charlotte into Lake Wylie, Steele Creek may be a good fit too. It's located southwest of Charlotte. It could take anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes to uptown, depending on traffic. Steele Creek is one of those areas that surprises a lot of people, but in the best way, because here is why people move here. You've got a ton of newer construction, great access to I-45 and Highway 160, and it's packed with conveniences. Between Rivergate Shopping Center, the Charlotte Premium Outlets, and more new restaurants, this area has really become a big retail center, and it's still growing. It's also just minutes from Lake Wylie, so if you're into boating and fishing or the lake life or just being near water, this is a huge perk for you. There are plenty of parks and trails as well, which makes it feel very active and outdoorsy. The growth out here has been wild over the past few years with new neighborhoods and new amenities. Most homes in Steele Creek fall between $350K and $500K, which is a sweet spot in today's market. Now, if you are just all about walkability, nightlife, fast-paced vibes, South End could be a good fit for you too. It's minutes from uptown Charlotte. Literally, South End is easily one of the most energetic and walkable parts of Charlotte, and here's why people love it. So you've got access to the light rail, which makes commuting into uptown a breeze. The whole area is packed with restaurants, coffee shops, breweries. Honestly, you could eat somewhere new every day and still not run out of options. There's a ton of newer developments here too. So there's lots of high-end condos, sleek townhomes, mixed-use spaces that blend living, working, and playing all in one spot. So that's the whole idea for South End. But what really gives South End its personality is the art and the culture. There are colorful, beautiful, vibrant murals around every corner, work-in studios, pop-up galleries, public art that makes just walking down the street feel like an experience, literally. If you're looking for that fast-paced, creative, urban vibe, South End is it. This is a very trendy area for Charlotte, and you can expect to pay around $475K to $600K plus for a newer condo in South End. You're paying for a location and lifestyle here. For a home, you can expect to be up to the millions. So now let's go into the Huntersville, Lake Norman area. So Huntersville and Cornelius area is a good option if you want to be close to a lake. Lake Norman offers an outdoor focused lifestyle. It's located north of Charlotte, about 18 minutes away. Now people choose this area because you have larger homes and yards. You've got boating, parks, and greenways. It's still very commutable to Charlotte. So people who want to settle here just want to be able to lay by the lake and have very quick access to it whenever they want. Something to note is that Lake Norman is one of the largest man-made lakes in North Carolina. It's very popular for boating, fishing, and swimming. The only downside to this is the I-77 commute could be pretty long, especially on the way into work and getting off. But it's perfect for anyone who enjoys spending time on the water. Price points typically range from $450K to over $800K, depending on location and lake access. So then there's Waxhaw in the Weddington area. So Waxhaw and Weddington are located just southeast of Charlotte in Union County. It takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to get to uptown, depending on traffic. So the reason why people really love this area, because similar to South Charlotte and Ballantyne, almost, is that the homes are much larger. But in Weddington, there's much larger estates, lots of mature trees and landscaping, even more so. It's very put together and polished. You just feel a sense of more grandness there. There's horse barns and horse stables out there. That's how much land there is there. Here, there are more boutique town centers with local shops and dining. It's a smaller scale of shopping, but you can go to Waverly, which is just around the corner, for a bigger retail store experience, or you could just head on next door to Ballantyne to be able to get that more modern retail shopping experience. It's still close to Charlotte with a bit more breathing room with all that space. Homes have large lots and estate homes, like I mentioned before. These areas feel more homey, quiet, comfortable, and thoughtfully designed. Homes here start in the high 500s and rise quickly up into the millions, depending on size and features. So let's get into what's up and coming in 2025. Let's see where Charlotte is growing. If you're thinking long term, these up and coming areas are where Charlotte is expanding and expecting to go next, and you probably have not even heard about it yet. So the River District, Out west in Charlotte, the River District is one of the most talked about developments right now, but as for good reason. It spans over 1,400 acres and is bringing together homes, trails, greenways, and riverfront living in a way we haven't really seen before in the city. So the construction is already happening right now with roads, water, sewer infrastructure in place, plus apartments, and the first wave of single-family homes are actively being built there. You've got Novel River District. It's a 318-unit multifamily development and is on track to open in early 2026. Now, this area is a very long play, but if you're looking to get in early, this is the time. Then you've got Camp North End. If you have not been to Camp North End yet, you are missing out. It's this massive 76-acre former industrial site just outside Uptown that's being turned into a creative playground. There's food halls, you got shops, you got food trucks, you got restaurants, live events, art spaces, very creative art spaces, offices, and so much more. You've even got ice skating in the wintertime. There's a ton of energy here. Every time you visit, there's something new going up or being announced. It's very quickly becoming one of the most vibrant hubs in Charlotte, a new vibrant hub in Charlotte. So then we're going to move on to Enderley Park. Enderley Park is just west of Uptown. It's still relatively affordable, but prices are rising thanks to new construction, beautifully renovated homes, and a lot of buyer investor attention. It's got that unique blend of charm, walkability, and proximity to the city center that people are just craving. Then you've got Lower South End, or LoSo. So LoSo is filled with breweries, restaurants, and new development is going up left and right. Plus, there's easy access to the light rail and LoSo Station, which is fueling a lot of this growth. It's a really fun place to live and hang out, but it still offers more affordability than South End for now. Then we've got Greer Heights, which is another up-and-coming area. It's near South Charlotte. Greer Heights is an area seeing a lot of thoughtful reinvestment and redevelopment opportunity. One example is a new mixed-income townhome project, 18 units, each around 1,500 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. So the goal here is to provide more options for home ownership while keeping the sense of community strong. So in conclusion, there's no best neighborhood, just the one that fits your lifestyle. So whether you're moving for work, schools, or you just want to change of pace, or you heard this area was really nice, so you're trying to get here, I'd love to help you explore what makes each area of Charlotte unique and help you decide which one may be the right fit. Please feel free to call or text me at 980-263-9632 or grab my free relocation guide in the description box below. And don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below. Which neighborhood are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below.